and digress and come back slowly.
Yeah.
And that defense, I think a lot of players need that defense, especially with how fast gameplay is, to kind of regroup.
Lucian.
But, whoa, Lucian coming out of wing shell, and did Sandwich with Isaiah. Button check. Okay, so they're just trying different things there.
Did you make them have the Moose icon? Moose Wars icon?
I did not.
You did.
I wish I
did.
I wish, man. But
you're like, oh, I'm going to make them advertise my tournament series for free.
I guess that's one of the benefits of using your account for the Steam account.
Oh, yeah, they're using your account. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
That makes sense. It's always equipped for me. I got to make sure that. You got to make sure that's there. And, you know, some of these players like repping it, and I got a bunch of others. I want to see if they choose anything else. But.
All right. Well, let's see how things progress forward here. I mean, still seeing the. Wait, are we actually going to? Are we actually going to play? Okay, Lucian.
Okay.
All right.
So what's Sandwich going to pick?
He's not actually going to pick Isaiah. Right?
I don't know. He might. Oh no! Hold on. Where's he going?
Oh yeah, Cass. Yeah, actually, he was playing a lot of Caspian today, so that kind of makes sense.
So double guitars.
Yep.
Okay, so we got the blaster range of Lucian. You have the guitars. So you got long range and close range. You have Caspian that kind of has that range with the gauntlets. It's a lot more consistent with combos. You know,
and also just a lot better SIGs.
Oh yeah, a lot better SIGs.
Great SIGs. Sure. Although earlier, I mean, I don't feel like I was seeing Sandwich like spam them a lot, but like obviously they are at his disposal, and he knows it.
Oh yeah, he's got a lot of range with those, and I think what he's got to be considerate of is the recovery frames of those two, like we saw from the previous round. We'll kind of have to see how that goes, but right now, wing shot with that Lucian there, kind of having that weapon control.
Yep.
Sam kind of using that neutral light to try to make sure he can go ahead and pick up those gauntlets. Grabs that, has edge control, nice signature coming in clutch.
Oh.
Wing shell getting double dare, and Sandwich is out of the double dare off the ledge already.
It's just like, hey man, I'm comboing you. Oh, I made a mistake, and now I just lose a stock.
Like next, go next stock here.
All right, well, we'll see how Sandwich kind of responds to that, but that is definitely a very big oof to start things off.
Yeah, for sure, but now we see Wing Shell kind of using his blasters a little bit, laying that nice little three-piece there as well, and Sandwich kind of having to rely on sticking the platform to get a lot of their damage build up. Kind of be thrown in the air, but that Stylight does come in, trying to use his signature sets now, that more than we've seen in the past. The weapon star does land, tries to land a down signature, misses it barely, but down late sire lands. And now we're seeing Sandwich in the air. Oh, Wing Shell missing that neutral light.
Yeah.
He keeps trying to land that down signature a lot today.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Went for a read, just went the complete wrong direction there. But that's fine. Does have the gauntlets in hand now. They're going to be looking for a way to get the stock out of here, but they have taken a lot of damage. Misses the recovery. Not going to be able to close that one out.
Ooh. Okay, Wing Shell kind of being a little bit risky there with the RR gameplay, but we do see Sandwich getting that gauntlet recovery to make it 2 stocks all. All right, there we go. Platform is moving around a little bit, so you're kind of seeing Sandwich being a little bit more aggressive and then kind of like baiting him back a little bit so you can do a little bit more guitar combos with that platform in the air. That blast recovery does land.
Yep.
And we see Sandwich going down to that final. And Wing Shell kind of trying to weapon starve a little bit, realizing the situation of Sandwich, kind of have him on that, unarmed style gameplay and do some more damage build up.
Yep. There we go.
Okay, so Sandwich picks up the weapon.
And I really like the patience before picking up the weapon as well.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of like dancing around, not trying to commit to anything to like get punished for picking it up. Definitely kind of baited a few times too. So definitely some good patient gameplay from Sandwich. But you do have a lot to come back from because you're taking too much damage on this last stock here. You got to find a way to even things up.
Indeed, and picks up those guitars, gets a down light into 2-piece and gets into the down signature. Into combo as well. Gets the dare again.
Just for extra insurance, I don't think he touched the wall, but like he said, look, listen, I gotta get this guy out of here. I'm making sure he's going down.
He was willing to be risky there, and now it's 1 stock all. You have Sandwich down here. His main goal is just to get his damage build as much as possible, and realistically bring him off the ledge. It looks like it's been working out very well for him so far.
Yep.
The weapon gets a little bit risky, gets the dare.
Yo.
He's going unarmed right now.
Yeah, dude, not even just that, but like he is definitely turning up on the last stock scenario here, and that's certainly huge. But the guitar's in hand, great way to be elusive here. Oh, you're taking a little bit too much damage. Clay does get back down to the ground.
He might have to go back over those gauntlets. I think he kind of realized that. He's kind of jumping around, trying to bait Wing Shell into some sort of option, but Wing Shell's weapon guarding or weapon starving, and Sandwich, and that recovery lands, and Wingshell will go and take it, game number 1.
Yep, great stuff there from Wingshell, just kind of like staying calm in a moment where everything was getting very tense, and just closed that out, got that game under his belt here, but now you got to focus on the game too, because the thing is like, a game I felt like started off a little bit slow for Sandwich, but the further we got, the more Sandwich was starting up. So I need you to focus up here for game 2 if you want to take it.
He's been adapting very, very well going throughout that last round, so I want to see how Sandwich is going to go on to
Mishima Dojo.
Mishima Dojo. Okay, there we go.
What the?
That's the Brawlhalla? What? That's crazy, man. But we got the guitars coming in from Sandwich, trying to land a down signature. That led into that big, fantastic combo that we saw in the previous round.
Yep.
Has those neutral airs, has Wingshot off the ledge, and that down signature is landing. The weapon throw lands. Oh, but Wingshot's able to come back with a juicy downlight in the ground pound as well. But we're seeing it just go back and forth. Okay,
I like that too. He tried throwing out the signature, trying to catch him jumping over the ledge. Was a little too early with it, but still, just kind of putting that out there, just letting it be known. Hey, I have these tools at my, anytime I want to put it out there. So you have to respect that.
Absolutely. And now we're kind of seeing the platforms mix up Wingshell a little bit, though. I think Sam's definitely taking advantage of that with his guitars and with his gauntlets. Ooh, nice little two-piece coming in from Wingshell too. But overall, it looks like the control has been with Sandwich on this map.
Yeah, he's definitely taking his time here, utilizing these platforms for like different areas of attack, different angles as well.
Okay, there we go. Derek coming in. Tries to weapon throw a little bit, kind of mix things up, but Wingshell taking advantage of that, getting that neutral control a little bit.
Yep.
But Sandwich keeps on kicking that back, and Wingshell's been respecting a lot of space with him, but it's allowing for Sandwich to readjust.
Yeah.
Okay, tries to land that signature. Nice side leg coming in, side recovery coming from Sandwich, and Sandwich having a little bit of an advantage going into this.
And the thing is, I felt like Wingshell was doing a good job of kind of battling back there, but I'm looking at the damage, and really there isn't that much.
No, not even close right now, but nice downlight neutral air. You're kind of seeing Sandwich really pushing that pressure on the Wingshell, kind of keeping him in the air. And I think once he's kind of in the air, we're seeing Wingshell try to do him pretty well, but these platforms are mixing them up. They're gauntlet neutral air into neutral air, weapon throw. He's going for risky combos right now there, Skip.
I mean, yeah, it's really terrifying, I feel like, playing against Sandwich, because like he's just playing calm, slow, and all of a sudden he gets like one opening, and he realizes like, hey, here's where I can really cheese something out. And he just goes full send.
Silent down signature coming in from Wingshell, but he's willing to get risky there, and I think we're seeing Sandwich being really risky when he's low on a stock and has a little bit of advantage, just because he knows that if he loses that stock, he's back to even. But now we're seeing gauntlet gameplay coming in. Sandwich tries to get the silent options, but then we're seeing Wingshell with the guitar loop into neutral light. Weapon throw from Sandwich mixing things up.
I do like that too. He's getting like a good little like
double dare, neutral air. Oh, and he's gone.
That's crazy, but that's actually a huge play for Wingshell. Now having a pretty strong lead here. So Sandwich is going to have to respond very strong. Takes a little bit of a bonk on the head from the weapon toss.
Yeah, and right now, we see that Caspian down signature has been landing. It's like 50-50 right now, so he's just trying to make that, because that down signature can knock out very easily, especially when Wingshell's in the red of the stock. But now we're seeing Wingshell kind of mix things up a little bit. They're going from that floaty play style that we've seen, going into a more close range with his guitars. And it was working a little bit. It gave him that stock lead almost, right? So now we're seeing Sandwich trying to mix things up, just trying to get the knockout option. The dare lands, but Sidelight's coming in from Wingshell, and Wingshell's going back to that floaty play style to kind of bait out Sandwich. There we go.
Nope.
Nice Sidelight coming in.
I like that though. Tossing the weapon there, just kind of putting out a hitbox. Goes for the weapon toss right there, and yet that should be able to clean it. No, gets the wall touch just barely.
He barely touched it by a frame as well, and Wingshell comes back to platform, gets that recovery. Oh, Sandwich trying to do something here. There's a knockout option, but the silent down signature lands again, and Wingshell taking that game.
Yeah, dude, and that was actually a different kind of scenario here, where we saw Sandwich start off really hot, and then Wingshell, compose themselves and just played the game the way they needed to, and took that as a 2-0 now, and so it's going to be a very tough one. It's going to be a lot of pressure here on Sandwich to try and find a way to turn this around. We're going to Apocalypse for a potential final game, but we'll see if Sandwich's got something in the back pocket.
Well, and we're kind of seeing Wingshell, when there's a lot of platforms, be a little bit more close range and doing that damage build-up. When we're seeing Sandwich with the guitars, he's trying to land these signatures that don't have that range, and he kind of needs to be able to land that in that close range gameplay. So we're kind of seeing, there we go, Wingshell with a double recovery neutral air. Very nice job of using all options. Neutral air does land as well. Now we're seeing Sandwich in the orange, and we're seeing Wingshell kind of taking the advantage in the beginning of the game compared to previous rounds. We've seen usually Sandwich do that.
Yep.
Okay.
That started arrow, right? definitely taking his time here. He's being very patient, but also very respectful of what Wingshell's capable of in their burst range.
Nice down signature. That down signature has been landing a lot onto Sandwich. And Wingshell knows that, has been throwing out a lot because of that reason. And I think half the stock so far that you've had in this tournament set has been because of that down signature.
Yeah. Okay. Taking their time here. Sandwich definitely being very patient. The Wingshell honestly just has a strong lead. Doesn't have to do anything they really don't need to. It's kind of up to Sandwich to start making some plays.
Indeed, and I think it comes down to really reading Wingshell's overall center control. We're seeing that now. Recovery lands. Now they have the gauntlet. Did you see Downlight? Neutral light backward lands. Doesn't knock out Wingshell yet.
I like that weapon toss, though. Yeah, it's kind of a little bit of a mix-up there. It's kind of like creating a little bit of a moving wall. We're like, hey, how are you going to get around this?
Right, it's kind of this one thing. There's like a one-shot option. Let's see if it lands. You know, I have another weapon. I can kind of go to that. And 2 stocks all. There we go. Ooh, Sandwich with a nice guitar combo. But we're seeing that neutral signature that you were talking about in the beginning of the set that you were bringing up.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised. Like, I feel like we haven't been seeing as many SIGs as I normally see from Caspian players. So,
right.
Which is kind of a good thing. It's a little refreshing.
Right. You're actually seeing the players trying to bait them into different things. You're seeing them go for combos. And nice neutral light. Gets a recovery as well. Neutral air. Put that weapon around. And now where these players are being a little bit more floaty because of how low they are. Sandwich trying to get a knockout option. That recovery frames from Wingshell that he just gave to Sandwich allowed him to get that punish.
Yep.
The down signature coming out actually from Sandwich this time.
Yep.
Okay, down light. Misses the second one. Wingshell trying to use the blasters a little bit more to have that range. Gets the blaster recovery. That's not knocked out on Apocalypse though. That weapon throw almost landed.
Okay,
Nice.
there we go. The recovery not going to be able to do that. But now, both they tossed their weapons and were able to pick them up. We are certainly being very careful here, trying to find a way to close up these stocks, but both players are just being super careful themselves.
They're just like pre-firing and throwing weapons and picking them back up.
Yeah.
That's kind of what we're seeing right now. And now we see Sandwich with no weapon, gets the GC downlight into recovery and has that control. Let's see if he's able to keep that up a little bit and see if he's able to knock out Wingshell's final stock.
Yeah, but I think we're just seeing, again, a lot of that carefulness, a lot of respect from the players for each other here. Just, again, knowing what's at stake here, what's capable, and now a very even game. But however, keep in mind, we need Sandwich to make some plays. Otherwise, Wingshell's going to take this with a pretty solid 3-0 to be moving on in the bracket.
That's a big deal for Sandwich. We're seeing a lot of pressure, so I think we're seeing Wingshell going to be a lot more aggressive and have that neutral control again.
Yep.
If he's able to take that away from Sandwich, he's going to be able to win. I think Sandwich kind of knows that, so he's trying to push again a little bit more. Very nice guitar combo coming in as well. Keeping Wingshell in the air, keeping him on his toes a little bit.
Dude, they are really playing some footsies right here. They're just waiting for someone to press a button so they can go for a counter punch here.
They're just trying to take advantage of the back dash and try to really punish with the side lights and different things there as well. Side light, down light dare. There we go. We have a knockout option. Weapon throw lands. Will they take it though? Picks some gauntlets. Misses that signature barely. Down light. The ground pound misses. It has Wingshell off the ledge. That signature almost lands from Sandwich.
Yo, Wingshell's patience has been so top notch. No, this is huge. Okay, he gets the wall touch here.
Gets it there. Neutral light comes in clutch. Misses the ground pound though. Gives him the opportunity. And now we're seeing Sandwich with guitars. Silent lands. Do we see a signature option here? Wingshell coming back. Silent comes in. Weapon throw lands. Backward neutral lands as well. This is close.
Yep, and no weapon in hand here for Wingshell. Okay, does get one in the hands now. Guitars waiting for an opening. We saw the weapon toss from Sandwich. And now he has guitars for himself.
There we go. Gets that guitar neutral air, tries to push up.
Dude, he's
the down signature lands! We're going into a game 4 now there, Skips.
That was really down to the wire. Came down to a scenario where, again, whatever SIG landed, almost whatever hit landed, was going to be able to decide that game.
Well, it came down to that final combo that Sandwich landed as well with those guitars. We're seeing dare downlights and different things as well. So we're going to game number 4. And
big old pop up over there.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm like, cool, okay. I don't know, but we're going into this game. You know, Sandwich's going to feel that pressure, but he feels a little bit more relieved. He doesn't have to come back 3 rounds in a row to be able to win. But now we're seeing Wingshell come in these dare options. And I want to see if Sandwich's going to be able to maximize on that. Neutral light does land. Okay, throws away the weapon, picks up this guitar, gets the down light, tries to land that neutral light again. But the neutral light, he's just laying a lot of these neutral light options, but he isn't able to really go into a combo with them. We're seeing Wingshell really get out of that pretty quickly.
Yep.
Okay. Neutral air. A neutral air battle. We're just going to see them go back and forth with that. And Nice. There we go. Sandwich throwing away those. He pick up the gauntlets, gets the silent, gets neutral air. Tries to get the signature. Trying to take that neutral control away from Wingshell because that's going to do damage. Build up that nice little 2-piece into the neutral signature.
Oh, wow. Okay, just got to touch the land the ground on for free here. And now, okay, Wingshell is going to let that happen. Now they're getting comboed here a little bit. The guitars are now in hand. Oh, okay, he had the right idea and still finds a way to close that out.
Indeed, we got the crowd roaring for Sandwich right now after these stocks, and we're kind of having to see what Wingshell is able to do to adapt. We're seeing the blasters come out, which is interesting as well because a lot of damage that we saw from Wingshell was with those guitars.
Yeah.
Okay, Silent comes in.
All right, taking their time here. Oh.
He's getting these like very nice 1-piece, 2-piece combos.
Yeah. And
doing damage build up, but then he's so low, he's having a rough time really over-aggressing because if he over-aggresses, he loses that stock.
Ew.
Okay.
Yeah, Sandwich, he realizes he's got resources available. I mean, he knows he's getting to the end of the stock here, but still taking his time, trying to stretch the stock out as far as possible, trying to get as much extra credit as he can.
Oh, there we go.
I thought he was going to live that for a second.
I thought he was too. I'm like, they better not be Apocalypse. Hold up. We're not on those different maps there, but 2 stocks all. So we got Sandwich now on a clean stock. He's going to be a little bit more, I would assume, aggressive there to kind of do damage buildup, but also Wingshell's in the orange. He just needs to get a little bit more damage buildup and go for those knockout options.
Yeah.
Okay. Almost threw away those gauntlets by mistake. Now that keeps Sandwich in the air. Now you're going to see Wingshell try to do something, but Sandwich now with the neutral control lands that signature, throws Wingshell off that ledge, and we might see a down signature again. Oh, starts to throw the side signature, takes neutral into neutral signature.
Nice.
And now we have Sandwich up an entire stock over Wingshell.
All right, I mean, this is exactly what we want to see, though. I mean, I heard some people in the crowd, they want a game 5, and right now Sandwich is looking like he's going to be able to make that happen. But again, it is also up to Wingshell to have some sort of a say in that.
Indeed. I think these blasters are starting to mix up Sandwich a little bit. We're seeing that neutral control come into Wingshell's favor. We're seeing Sandwich trying to go in for the haymakers with unarmed.
Yep. Okay.
All right.
Now guitars in hand. Taking his time here, too. Both players, again, just being very respectful, not trying to overextend if they don't need to. Right there, tried to go for the punish and just did not find it.
Yeah, we're seeing him going for these different options, but now we're seeing Sandwich just take advantage and get these guitar light attacks. They're doing damage build up a lot. We're seeing Wingshell now in the orange and trying to go for these blaster attacks, but they're not working, so we're seeing Wingshell try to do those guitars. It's starting to work a little bit, but a down signature doesn't land.
Yeah, he really threw that one out there, too.
Well, because half the stock knockouts have been just that down signature. Sandwich's been picking up on that, though, going into this game.
Yep.
So neutral light comes into neutral signature, does not knock out Apocalypse. Oh, it misses the second one, gets one down light. Weapon throw. Oh, doesn't knock either.
Wow, I can't believe some of how long these guys have been living, man.
They've been going into the sky saying, hi, how you doing? Let me come back down a little bit. Oh, the Cider does land. Now we don't have Sandwich with a weapon, and that's a second Cider to go and confirm that stock. But it's one stock all now, but Sandwich has a huge lead.
Yeah, we'll see if Wingshell's about it right now. Just if they can find a way to kind of get these strong guitar combos, really rack up a lot of damage here, or if Sandwich's going to be able to close this out.
Okay, there we go. Sandwich trying to land that signature there and misses that. Nice recovery.
There we go.
We're going to game number 5 there, Skip.
Yep. Game 5 now. And that's huge. Sandwich able to push it. Dug deep for that one, too. But still, like, even though they got to a last stock scenario and the damage differential was so large, like, he still, like, is showing respect for his opponent, recognizing what, Wingshell's capable of doing. Because we've seen some pretty crazy plays from both players so far. So, again, being very, very careful here. But here we go. Game 5 now. No character swaps at all.
No one's going for that last minute pick to go ahead and change things up. And we're going back to World's End again. No platforms. It might advantage Wingshell in this match.
Yep. That was actually crazy how long they just kind of sat there and waited while the weapon spawn was starting. Like, they were both just kind of waiting to punish the other.
They're just waiting to grab the weapon. Yep. They're just waiting. It's like, okay, we want to be able to do guitar loops just like they are now. They're going back and forth, but now we're seeing Sandwich now take that neutral control, gets the neutral light, gets the dare read onto Wingshell's light attack.
Yep.
Okay, that's neutral light. There's a lot of back and forth between both these players, and it's kind of almost feeling like Sandwich's kind of guarding that weapon a little bit. Now guarding that ledge, changing his focus. Neutral light into neutral air, throws the weapon, picks up gauntlets, trying to mix it up with his signatures. Oh, double down light.
Whoa.
Oh, the neutral air lands. That was the final option Sam could have ever have done while being that low on opportunities. Oh!
Ooh.
I'm waiting for the down signature to come out somehow.
I thought that was coming out, but he actually just jumped off the stage and actually scared him a little bit, but the recovery will be a way to clean it up at least a little bit, and now a temporary stock lead here.
But we're seeing Wingshell, that came down to him not landing that recovery, and Sam got the punish. And then as soon as Wingshell comes back, picks up his blasters, like, you know what, 2 stocks off.
Yep. Now 2 stocks apiece, really only a little bit of damage separating the 2 of them.
Nice side lane coming in. Nice side lane, down lane coming in from Wingshell as well. Getting a down lane, but kind of going off ledge a little bit. Giving Sandwick that little bit momentum advantage. Side lane, down lane, misses the ground pound.
Wow, okay. I don't know who you think you are, man, but okay.
He's just trying to land something off that ledge, and he's been going crazy with those combos off there too.
He's definitely doing some unorthodox combos, trying to make some big plays here. And honestly, I respect it.
Okay, weapon throw, there we go, mixes things up. That side lane, down lane goes through that down lane into neutral layer, which the recovery lands. Oh, misses the follow-up, but lands the neutral lane instead.
Oh, that was huge.
That's a huge opportunity, but that recovery saves Wingshell from getting knocked out by a ground pound.
Dude, these weapon throws have been so huge for Sandwick, just giving him so many openings. Down six. No, goes for the ground pound, just misses. Flies right by him, now could potentially lose a stock here, giving up the lead.
He can go through that, picks up a guitar, does a weapon throw, mixes up. Wingshell a little bit gets neutral light, tries to get the knockout with the weapon, lands the weapon throw, misses the neutral air though, lands the recovery.
Just an absolute Wild West scenario off the stage on the right side.
This gave him the final jump opportunity too, which was clean. So now we're seeing Sandwick get a little bit of lead. Let's see if he's able to get the damage build. Wingshell's been doing very, very well this set of recovering from that.
Yep. And right now, if I'm Sandwick, I'm looking to try and play this a little bit slow here, right? Get your onesies, twosies. Never mind. I'm just going to lose that stock straight up here. But now a last stock scenario, game 5. Loser is out. The winner moves on to at least a guaranteed 5th place here.
This is down to the wire for both players. Both players realize the pressure that they're facing, and we're going to see different play styles kind of mix up here. Now we're seeing Wingshell try to be a little bit more aggressive, but kind of stay back and bait Sandwick into different things. But we're seeing Sandwick now the sidelights, trying to land his neutral layers. Nice punish from Wingshell as well. Both players in the yellowish orange. It might be down to red stock final. It's all down to whoever gets that dodge or that down light. Those attacks have to land if you want to be able to get the combos in the knockout opportunities. We're seeing Wingshell trying to float around, trying to do something, but Sandwick's doing better and controlling it. But as I say, that neutral light, down light, recovery lands, and it knocks Sandwick reverse freeze Wingshell to go into top 6.
Oh.
That was so close between both of those players.
Yeah, dude, what a final stand on that too, man.
I mean, that was a reversal, and the pressure that both those players faced in that game 5 was absolutely